Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. This channel has reached 64,000 subscribers. To celebrate, I thought it would be fun to take a little trip back in time. I got out my old Wii from 2009, as well as my old Wii U from 2014 to take a look at my oldest time trial times, and man, are they bad. We're gonna take a look at the original Wii times, and then we're gonna take a look at the Wii U times, because honestly, I think those ones are gonna be a little more interesting. I guess it doesn't matter who we pick. It's not like I'm actually gonna be racing at all today. And that's my real name. So it looks like we're going to have to blank some stuff out, but that's alright, I can hide it. Diddy Kong on the Sprinter for Luigi Circuit. I don't know, maybe I was ahead of my time. Let's take a look at the strats I used to get this nice 123. That doesn't even, does that even beat the Expert Staff Ghost? I don't think it does. Oh, okay. Getting a mini turbo here. Oh, I only got the blue one though. What am I doing? Alright. That wasn't as bad. Oh my gosh, we're taking the ramp. I guess it would have been kind of hard to take the pipe shortcut with the Sprinter. Alright, at least I got an orange mini turbo there. Just starting this drift so early. I'm still only getting the blue one. Am I gonna use the ramp again? Yeah, figures. Alright, well, this time is indeed pretty bad. And I've actually backed all of these ghosts up, so using some tools, I can figure out the exact day that I set this ghost. July 17th, 2014. That's actually, if I waited 2 more days to record this, it would have been exactly 11 years. That's pretty cool. Looks like I was just very fascinated by Diddy Kong. I used him on Mushroom Gorge as well. 159. Not very good. Oh, wow. This time actually was set exactly 11 years ago. Let's see what I was doing. I have a feeling I take the beginning shortcut. Oh, maybe I don't. No, I don't. I actually go... I have no confidence in this driving, man. I'm just wiggling around and, like, not getting mini turbos. Am I do the shroom skip here? No, I don't do the shroom skip. 1 mini turbo. Widest turn I've seen in all my days. Okay, well, at least I had the right idea. I didn't do the gap jump, but I did cut that part of the track. I get, okay, here seems alright. Almost got the shroom skip there. But then in here, it's like 1 mini turbo going super wide, tricking off all the mushrooms, which you're not meant to do, at least not on Mach Bike, and then not the last mushroom, the one that'll actually give me a boost when I land. Oh, I actually got the last trick that time, okay. Well, there we go. I want to take a look at N64 Bowser's Castle next. This is the only time I have on this save file, from what I could tell, that is over 3 minutes. Okay, Yoshi Sneakster. I don't know what worm crawled into my brain. Oh, because he used the Sneakster. Gotcha. Well, let's see what awesome decisions I made during this run that caused me to lose nearly 10 seconds to the Staff Ghost. Let's actually see, there is one thing I'm curious about here. So far, all of these use manual drift. I remember being real big on automatic drift back in the day, so I'm sure that's going to make an appearance pretty soon. So far, I mean, I'm not taking the turns good. Ooh, that was some serious wheelie turnage. Oh my gosh. Dude didn't reset. He didn't reset after that? After a blunder like, dude, again? Okay, making that turn on Sneakster, though. Gotta give props to my, what was it, 2014 self? I don't know. It's like, I remember thinking I was good, but I hit it again. Even when I slowed down in the drift, you'd think 3 wall hits would be enough to get me to restart the run, but it wasn't. Oh, goodness gracious. What are you... Wheelie! That's such a straightaway! What is he doing? I'm surprised. I'm not going for the rail cut either. I think I knew the rail cut at this point. I mean, doing it with Sneakster would have been hard. I can't even drive on the straightaways with Sneakster, apparently, so... Probably was... Maybe that would have been a little too ambitious. Oh my gosh, just look at this guy. Barely ever wheeling, but when he does wheelie, he's full-on turning during the wheelies. Like, I couldn't just be confident with that angle. And then, yeah, gotta make sure I hit that wall. It's just tradition at this point. And this one too. Ooh, well done. This is still one of my worst tracks, but even with it being one of my worst tracks today, I've beaten this time by 30 seconds. So that tells you a little bit about this time. Just a tiny bit more wheelie turning to finish off the race. I want to give Coconut Mall a look, because shocker, this dude still really, even after that other one, thought Yoshi Sneakster. That's just my go-to combo. It's the way to be. All right. Okay, it's rough, but so far not as bad as the last one, I'd say. Oh, and there we go. Yeah, just couldn't drift into the shortcut. Okay, I had to have just been making up these strats as I went. I had to have just been like... Yeah, let's take the upper route too. I think I probably had never actually tried time trialing on CM, and I just decided, you know, I'm gonna figure this out. And in one attempt, I just threw my best shot at it, and this is what came out of it. Ooh, looked almost like I was going for a new entry right there. Come on, just drift into it, please. That's better than before. Lap 1, he just drove straight into the mud and like stayed there for a minute. Got a very nice low trick and then hit the wall right after to just waste it away. Ooh, I was thinking about going for that boost panel, but then I decided it would be a better idea to just completely smack into the wall. Good thinking, good thinking. Dude, I want to know what was going through my head when I was trying that. Like, I just really wanted to take my time with it like it was some super hard shortcut. Let's see. Can we end this off well? Okay, 2 boost panels, lap 3. I'll count that as a dub. That's probably the best I could have expected, really. Honestly, all things considered, that's not too bad. I had this sick Sonic the Hedgehog me. I know, it's just a 1-to-1 with the real thing. And like Sonic, I guess I really wanted to go fast. I predict I'm going to take my time on the rock entry here. I think I'm going to do the shroom method. I don't think I'm going to go back and fall in the lava. But I'm going to stop and align very careful. Ooh, okay, that was kind of quick. Look at that. You know what? This isn't a terrible time. A 33, I mean, I have a much faster time now, and 33 is not getting you on any leaderboards or anything. But it's like, this driving is not great. But at least I'm not like hitting walls and completely failing stuff. Like, that was a fairly okay time, I would say. Probably the best time on the original Wii. I want to try and find something where I'm just totally crashing into walls over and over. I'm sure I am so confident there's got to be something on here like that. This DK Summit time where I use the Wii wheel and Rosalina gets a 222. Now, I'm not great at DK Summit now, but a 222 is in fact something to scoff at. It is pretty bad. And I happen to know another little thing about this time that a lot of these other times are going to have in common, as you'll see. Wait for it. Wait for it. It uses automatic. Did I use a mushroom there? Why would I use a mushroom there? That might be the least effective shroom spot besides like shrooming into the cannon on the whole track. Oh, no way. Okay, single cut. That makes sense. Not quite cool enough for double cut, but single cut, I'll take it. Ooh, trickin'? I really want to hit a Shy Guy. Like, I want to see if I hit a Shy Guy here. Any automatic players watching this, am I doing good? Is this how you guys play this track? Rosalina Flame Runner, or is hitting that snow part of the strats? You can just see I'm being so careful going into the cut. Oh. Didn't get a standstill mini turbo, and also didn't shroom. I just decided I would own up for that mistake and take the Flame Runner XL. That's probably part of why that's a 222. Oh, yes, we did hit a Shy Guy. Well, that sucked. All right, well, you can see the DK Mountain me looks completely different. Yoshi on Mach Bike, Wii Wheel. Oh gosh, Wii Wheel. Oh my gosh. I think this might be the oldest time I have access to. March 23rd, 2010. There are some people, I would imagine, watching this video now that are younger than this time. I thought my Mario Raceway time was the oldest one I had, which we'll look at later. 2010 on this one. Well, Yoshi Mach Bike. Let's take a look at it. Maybe it's not too bad. I'm saying that sarcastically. I'm so confident that this time is going to reek. Okay, automatic again. Yeah, that wasn't a reset-worthy mistake this far into the run. I figure might as well just close it out. I've already used 2 mushrooms by the time we hit the first cannon on lap 1. I wonder what I'm gonna do to stay alive. Okay, trick. That's a pretty fair decision. Actually taking like a half-decent line here. Okay, hold up. Going for glitch? No, of course not. Of course I'm not going for glitch. Am I gonna take the end cut? No. No, I am not. Taking the good old Nintendo strats. I don't think I've wheelied once during this, and I know I was on Wii Wheel. You know, right when I got the game, I don't know if I knew how to wheelie, actually. I have vague memories of not knowing how to wheelie in this game, which might explain this time having no wheelies so far going into the lap 2 post-cannon section. Feel like we should have seen at least one by now. I knew how to trick though, so that's something. Look at that, showing off my trick skills. Going for 2 tricks. Then making sure I drive on the bumpiest part of the track possible. Okay, I actually slowed down here. Ooh! Barely dodging that. But we made it around. Did I do an auto hop right there? Looks like I got shot up a little bit. Okay. Oh, don't fall off. Alright, alright. He made it. He made it through. I can't remember if I still have a mushroom or not. I'm sure I would have used it by now if I did. I was just so dead set on driving in the middle of the road for some reason. And, oh, I didn't hit the boulder. You know, finishing a DK Mountain run without hitting the boulder, if you're like just starting off at the game, that in itself is an accomplishment. So, I'm honestly kind of impressed that March 2010 me, after having the game for like 3 months, didn't hit the boulder. I also did have my mushroom, by the way, but I wanted to make sure I saved it till the very end so it wouldn't actually mean anything. We do have another time on here that has caught my attention. My Wario's Gold Mine time. There's a good chance that I had just learned something special about this track, because if not, then I've had world record for 11 years. But I don't think it's that. Let's look at this. Toad Bullet Bike 149.522. Did you see that? Hold on. I actually did a wheelie adjust to the right. I must have just learned that. I don't think any of the other runs have done that so far. At least I haven't noticed it. But 2014 must have been when I learned how to do that, because I just did it for the first time right there. Anyway, sorry to interrupt the run so early. What strats am I using? Okay. The first turn skip? I was ahead of my time. World record wasn't even using that yet. Am I going to try this turn skip? I know I wanted to, but I didn't. What about wall bounce? Can I get the wall bounce? I don't even try the wall bounce. Imagine that, doing the first turn skip on Grumble Volcano. Imagine doing the first turn skip on Gold Mine and then nothing else. It almost looked like I went for the detach right there, dude. This run would have been like... This run would have been crazy in 2014. Looks like I kind of like chickened out at the last second there, but I did want to do the turn skip. Yeah, alright, maybe I forgot how to wheelie at this point. Oh, I remembered there. Dude, I just went such a long time without wheeling. What the heck? You know, this doesn't seem like it's a 149 pace. I wonder what I do on lap 3. I wonder what I do on lap 3. Is it a good glitch? Please pipe bounce. Oh, come on. I think that's the first of the ghosts here where I actually fall off. But I did go back and get the lap count. And just like that, the first 149 on Wario's Gold Mine. I've been hiding it for years. It's kind of funny because I've got a list of all my ghosts backed up as files on my computer, and I didn't even realize that was a glitch time because it's so slow. Anything to wind me up with a 134 on this track, I worry. This dude is able to beat me by almost 10 seconds. Yikes. Okay. I don't know why I was so insistent on taking a straight line there instead of adjusting. I mean, this doesn't seem that terrible. I'm just going so wide on every turn. Please wheelie. Okay. The bare minimum to ask for, but geez, at least I wheelied a few times. I turned in them, but I wheelied. What? Did I think I was gonna get pulled over if I took the turn too tight? I'm going like so far off to the frickin' side. Oh my gosh. This is sad. Oh, this is just tragic. This is a tragedy. This is a heartbreaking tragedy. I'm glad... That's the time to wheelie. Yeah, when you're darting off the left side of the track. I'm going as far away from the line as possible. Oh wow, that was actually decent right there. And then I had to turn back and forth 50 times on the last straight to make sure I nullified any good gameplay that happened before. I decided I wanted to just be really smug for this time, apparently. I look way too confident, isn't that me? This time was driven April 22nd of 2011, so this time is over 14 years old as well. This one is, in fact, a relic. I remember being pretty confident at one point that shrooming through the dirt at the end was faster than the pipe cut. We'll see what I went with here. 208, I mean, compared to some of these other times, isn't, like, horrendous. Although I'm sure not exhibiting perfect driving here. Oh, yeah. Good save. Good save. Don't wheelie, whatever you do. Do I trick off of the pipe? I drive onto the pipe. Yes, the highest pipe trick in all the land. Just to make sure I have the perfect trajectory to hit the piranha plant. Oh, okay, I shroomed on the straightaway. Not quite a wheelie, but at least I had the right idea. And I'm not going as far wide as I did in that MC3 time. Okay. Oh, did you see that? I wheelied, I canceled it right away. I probably felt instant shame for wheeling. How dare I wheelie? But at least we did a wheelie in this run. I didn't even know that. Make my day and wheelie one more time. Come on. Right here. Perfect timing. No, what are you doing up there? Okay, well, we had one very brief wheelie in this run, which is basically all there is to write home about. We had one very brief wheelie in this run. That's actually going to wrap us up for the original Wii, but we still have something else, maybe even more interesting to look at, which is the Wii U. The Wii U I got in 2014, and at the time I was pretty bad at this game. I had also been exposed to like ultra shortcuts and shortcut like glitches, so maybe I've got a run or two that's actually kind of like cool. I don't know, we'll see. I think this one's gonna have less to offer, but there is something that's sticking out to me. One Mushroom Gorge time that seems rather peculiar. A 209.549 with Peach on the standard bike. What on earth was I thinking? And to top it all off, of course it uses automatic. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed that I managed a 209 with this setup. Not using the glitch. Like, I expected this would just be an awful glitch time. Oh, it looks like I kind of went for the shroom skip there. Missed it. Ended up taking some questionable lines there. Left path? I don't think I'm doing the wall ride, am I? It looks like I thought about it. I'm not sure if I knew it yet. Again with not tricking on these last mushrooms. Oh yeah, let's just take a detour. Look at the frickin' crystals on the wall. Take the widest line I possibly can. At least I'm taking the right path this time. Okay. I got a trick there, and took a slightly more tolerable shroom. I still completely smacks the wall. And then did that. I don't quite understand what was going through my head when I thought this would be the combo for this track, but we did make it across the finish line, and it did save on my console in 2014, so we're watching it now. This next one is pretty special, because I think this was the first time I ever drove after having a little light bulb go off in my head. As far as I can find, this is my oldest time ever driven using Funky Kong. It was driven on September 21st of 2014, and so far we're tied with world record. And now we've fallen behind. I mean, oh, what? Oh, dude, not cool. Yeah, using Funky Kong here, I think I had much bigger problems to worry about than a small speed boost. This had to have been like my first attempt of the day or something. I don't know why I even continued this. I hit the wall and had to stand still mini turbo. And I just keep going around the tree to make sure I tap the grass at the end and lose all my speed. Getting nice and close to a mini turbo a bunch of times, but not getting it out. I feel like I would drive more recklessly in real life than I did there. That was so patient and gentle and careful to not hit anything. Oh, there, finally we can see a freaking trick happen to finish off the race. That run was a dud, man. That was a bad one. You can see I had a 155. Now you might think that's actually not a terrible time. 155.0, that's okay. Well, I know like one thing about this run that's pretty cool. But let's just watch it. Let's all watch it together. This time was set on December 29th of 2014. A pretty long time ago. And hey, back then it's like anything could happen. Luigi on Mock Bike had world record. Why not Toadette on Quacker, huh? I was living on a dream. And check this out. It actually gets pipe bounce. That's the only thing I remember from this run. It's probably the only cool part about it as well. Because I did use all three of my mushrooms for who knows why. Ooh. Check it out. Just combining like the worst parts of each strat possible to make the slowest line I could. I had to develop that in a lab, it was so bad. At least I know to trick off that ramp and get the trick. Or to drift off of it and get the trick, excuse me. I mean, that's actually like the optimal strat. You just start rage hopping there. It's like, ugh. My run's dead anyways. I might as well just start leaping all over the place. It's like I opted to take the slower line just to get some more hops in there, to express my anger to my future self watching this run back. This is the final time we're going to be looking at a number of interesting things about this one. It uses the Wii wheel. It also uses Bowser on the Wario bike. Maybe I was just ahead of my time. I know that the Wario bike is like optimal here. But this time was set in 2012. Which makes it, I believe, the third oldest ghost of mine that I'm actually able to retrieve. which is pretty special in my book. I like that. Let's give this a watch. N64 Sherbetland, 252.8. I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic about that one. That doesn't sound like that bad. I'm only, like 50 seconds off world record. 49 seconds. Let me guess, automatic. I knew it. I'm also wondering, do we fall off at all? Do we hit any penguins? We're surely hitting that wall. I couldn't make up my mind. You see that? Like swerving back and forth. Do I go for the ramp or do I take the left path? Of course, I take the path where you chain wheelie, but I make sure not to wheelie at all, because I'm just a freaking genius. Can I see one wheelie? Just to bring me some joy. Can my 2012 self do one wheelie at some point during this run, please? That's a 55-second lap. If that's a 55-second lap, I think that means I need to lose another like 7 seconds throughout the race. Here it is. Here is all of it. Don't fall in. Oh boy. Alright, well. Oh yes! Let's go! A wheelie! Yo! Yo, I did another one! Yo! That's hype, dude. That is awesome. Look at all those wheelies. Wow. Very careful not to harm the wildlife. Gotta appreciate that. Are we gonna hit a One Shroom Ultra Lap 3? Yeah, I didn't think so. Oof! I'm getting very close on a lot of these penguins. Yep, there's the penguin hit. I knew it had to happen sometime. And that's our final time, folks. A beautiful 252.897. Anyway, that's going to wrap this video up. Thank you all so much for 64,000 subscribers. It is truly just mind-boggling to even think about that. Hope you guys liked this little video. I love you guys, and I appreciate your support. Thank you all for watching. God bless, and I hope to see you in the next one.